Okie dokie. To explore strange new worlds. Strange new girls. To sneak out. Endeavors. Complete the infected conduit. Infected the conduit. Built. Okay. Infected conduit. Infected conduit. Infected conduit. Infected conduit. Bit. Complete. Polaron damage. Space. Destroy Tholians. Space. Anti-proton damage. Space. 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 You have no edge. Knows what like brilliant. Like attack. Go attack that rover boy. Okay. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna
Stream
tell
Elements
a lie.
says, Scorpwana is now live.
Finally.
Streaming Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online. To explore strange new worlds. April 4th, 2022.
To seek out new life and new stuff. To boldly go on all mountain. Tarzy, you gonna help her out over there or what? Tarzy, you gonna help her out over there or what? Tarzy, hello, Tarzy. Tarzy, Tarzy, We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Looks like we both know what's been going on. With the King Kong kippy Kaimio. Kaimo, Kimo, Kaimo, Ki, way down yonder in the hollowed out tree. Space Monkey. Nice attempt, Tarzy. Near burnt. Kablinkage. Kablinky. Kablinky. Kadunky. Dunky bunky. Happy University, we learn our 2s and 3s. The teaching staff's been getting laughs since 1933. Dilsy Devil Ducky. Furball's a monkey and Go-Go is insane. Don't make me have to shoot you until you die. Bye. Bye. There's a tear in my bear, 'cause I'm crying, crying, dear. You. I downloaded XEMU. It's XEMU. It's an Xbox, original Xbox emulator. It plays pretty good speeds actually. Tested it out on Halo. Halo, my Halo, Halo, Halo. Is it me y'all looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Feel it in your soul. Personal shields and Brook shields losing power. We're on Easy Street, and it feels so sweet. Now the world ain't gonna change. That's a nice sideways shuffle there you did. Seems like I'm walking in a... Personal shield losing power, Captain. George Takei, George Takei. Unfair, I was taking a drink of something, you bastard. His name's not Bastard, it's Billy. Dude, your Tarzy's doing exactly what I was thinking. Wake up, Suki! Suki! That's our best buds right there now. Them's a good crewmates, yo, I tell you. I tell you, all my life I've been waiting for you to bring a fairy tale my way. Been living in a fantasy without meaning. It's not okay, I don't feel safe. I need to pray. Why must you treat me like a game? Always someone else to blame. Careless, helpless little man. Come on, Darzy. Come on, Darzy. Darzy, mister. Come on. And I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone. Ba boom ba. Ba boom ba. Ba boom ba. Ba boom ba. Did I just do that, dumbass? Okay. Talking away. Oh, I don't know what to say. Don't say it anyway. Today's another day to find you. Let's see how well we did with this. 208, yeah. Like, yeah. We're at 11. 11 plus that 50 I have on Steam. If I never needed it for anything. It kicks us off at about 16,000 Zen. if I choose to do that. Submit offer to buy. Submit offer to buy. Three's Company 2. What? Come and dance on our floor. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's Company 2. You'll see that life is a ball again. Everyone's calling for you. Down in our rendezvous. Today, when I got to work today, there was a schedule change. I was scheduled to be off tomorrow and Wednesday. I was okay with that. I loved it. Then I look on there. There's little changes. Minute, but changes. I'll get asked if I want to come in and work to close tomorrow for Tuesday.
HATE3K says, hello Scorpuana.
Hello. Hello, Hate3K. What's up? So, what I did was, as soon as they said, hey, do you want to come in tomorrow and work to close because we have to do something somewhere else or whatever? And so they asked me, that's the question, do you want to? So I was like, I pick up the stapler. I open it up so that the stapling part is, opened. It's the where the staple comes out of. And I thrust my arm with it. I stuck it into my arm. Blood starts coming out. And I look up and smile. I take the stapler, fold it back down, pull the staple out of my arm, suck on the blood, and there we have it. That was my answer. Needless to say, I'm still off tomorrow. Oh, wow. It's that thing again. It's that weird, wild stuff, man. Weird, wild stuff. How are you doing this morning, evening, or night, Hate3K? Fire, Phoenix. Fire. Oh, no. Come on. Don't shoot me when I'm trying to do
Arcanoloth
this.
says, weird flex but okay. Arcanoloth says, I will allow it.
Yes. One of the associates said it freaked him out. I said, why? Why you freaked out? Why you freak out, yo? Why you freak out? Hello, Arcanoloth. I did a lot of stuff with Gary the Klingon and his little fleet last night. After streaming. I'm using up a lot of fleet credits. Virtually I have none. I have no fleet credits for him right now, other than what I'm barely getting every day. What else? A few other little things. I'm using the fleet credits to refine things. Not refine. What the hell you call that word? It starts with a bleh. A bleh. A bleh. It doesn't matter. And anyway, yeah. I'm using up the fleet credits to get provisions and stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's what it's for. I can always keep getting more. More for what it's for. Y'all behind me there, bye. Y'all behind me. Even the manager's son was like, that's totally normal. I do that at school all the time. It's like, it's only flesh. I should have said, would you rather me get a knife? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Because I was looking forward to being off on a Tuesday. I've barely ever been off on a Tuesday. That means at 5 p.m. No, it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's 5 p.m. Pacific. So Gigi Edgley will have, she usually streams every Tuesday for just an hour at 5 p.m. Eastern. I may go on that and say hello. I haven't been on her Twitch since her birthday back in November. She asked me where I had been during her chat. I didn't answer. Then I just hosted her feed on my channel and whatever. Apparently there's like more footage of the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Like another trailer. Longer trailer. I don't know. I went to Trek Culture before I went to work today, like on YouTube. Before I went to work on YouTube? No. Before I physically went to work in the real world. And not virtually went to work. But I visited the YouTube channel for Trek Culture, and they were talking about however many things you missed from the new full-length trailer that had just come out or something. I was thinking, I didn't see no damn trailer. It's got like Rebecca Romijn's character as #1, having like a bow and arrow or something in the hood.
Arcanoloth says, we have trailers and sneak peeks of Strange New Worlds, so we are in full-on hype mode now.
Hype mode. And it's got apparently like Uhura, like 3 different looks for her. One of them is like Lieutenant Uhura, which she's not a lieutenant or whatever in Strange New Worlds at first or whatever, but all of a sudden, like in an episode, she's going to be. And they're thinking, is this going to be a time travel thing or whatever? You know, is this why we're going to have like
Arcanoloth says, someone on the r/sto subreddit was in Roro Fight de Power mode. Y'all better have Strange New Worlds uniforms ready to go, cause y'all can't say you didn't know about this 6 months ago. Arcanoloth says, and Reddit was like, do you know where you are? Do you know what game this is?
Do you know where you are? You know what game this is? It's Jedi Knights. Dude, we keep having these things. They'll probably end up changing a little bit of it if they hadn't already. From like
Arcanoloth says, haha. Arcanoloth says, Battletoads.
Battletoads. This is Frogger. Space Frogger. This is not a good idea. They came out with the I think the Discovery TOS uniforms, right? But they may be different now. Okay. Gravy. I'm sure they'll tweak some stuff too. If they have to. If they's got us, they wills.
Arcanoloth says, Disco S2 had slightly different uniforms for Enterprise crew. If you look at Strange New Worlds, the collar is most apparent, but it's an whole new costume.
Well, yeah, it's like 2, wasn't it? Let's see, the Burn season or whatever of Discovery, and then at the end of that, there was these certain type of uniforms they were wearing whenever Burnham became captain, and then like in the next season, they weren't wearing those exact uniforms, which is like an alteration of them. They're fine-tuning a lot of stuff. That Trek culture thing was talking about in the trailer or something, Captain Pike beaming down in the middle of some negotiation and smiling like it was an accident. And the beaming, like, version of the beaming was a little different. But then again, you've got the beaming or the transporter stuff for one ship versus another.
It's one thing to do extra costumes for secondary characters on one show, but if they are the heroes of a new show, then you spend much more time on pre-prod for that stuff. It gets screen tested.
Yep. It's like, you know, Pike's gonna have sideburns.
Arcanoloth says, division colors were swapped for TNG. Stewart and Frakes looked better in red.
Patrick Stewart. And then Data like wore red there for like one episode or so in Star Trek Next Generation. Or there's like a something of it out there. That Latasha, mister. Brent Spiner. Lieutenant Commander Data. Lieutenant Commander Data.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, they went through a series of screen tests for Data's makeup and eye colors.
Blink, blink, twink. Through, the episode they had on last more night on that show, the channel, whatever it's called. They had, it was Data's mother, but she was an android too, you know. I had completely forgotten about that episode. And then I like remembered about halfway watching it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, she's like an android too. And then all of a sudden, bam, she falls off something. Yeah, she's an android. I was like, yeah, I remember now. Takes a while, but I hadn't watched that since the 90s, so give me a little credit, eh? Leave me a little credit. Oh. Aha, you got caught. Damn it.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Damn it. Data. Data, night, be drinking around.
Troops inbound.
Do. And that episode of Picard and Beverly Crusher sharing thoughts because of some devices in the back of their head. I was like, yeah, I remember this one too, dude. It's like been forever since I watched this show. That's why I look forward to it, like at night or something. After I'm done streaming, I'll just turn on the TV to that dedicated channel to Star Trek Next Generation. Just to rewatch all that stuff. But that's like the later seasons too, where it's almost like, well, depending on when they air a lot of that. Well, damn. Okay, so All Good Things would probably already have aired probably today if they constantly just play these episodes back to back to back to back. If they're in order, I don't know if they're in order or not. Match in the gas tank, boom boom. They can't be in too much of an order. Cause there's that one episode where the alien dude was like, he was turning into a life form or whatever, just like evolving, and his planet was trying to kill him before he did that and stuff, because it would prove that they're actually like transcending or some shit. Then like about like 2 days later, At about that same time, that same episode was airing. You're like, okay, so this does kind of repeat. I wonder. Fire. Earth. Or fire. Or fire. Guy that I know around here where I'm at, the customer that comes in the Dollar General all the time, he has a TikTok that finally got like the views to unlock it live. I didn't know they had a thing like that for that. But he's got like a game room that he always shows me like pictures of on his phone when he comes in and says, I just got this game, you know, went to a store or whatever and people were like pawning it off and I found it in this. And goes to swaps around nearby city and all that for stuff. And he was talking about his Mortal Kombat arcade machine that he has, that it never worked or whatever, and he talked to some dudes on whatever online, and they talked to him about what the problem could be, and he ordered like a new power unit for it, and now it works, you know, and he's got the actual like arcade of Mortal Kombat Ultimate. It's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and it may have, I don't know. It's that one. It's not like one of those mini arcade things. It's the actual one. And he's been like having TikTok videos about the codes and stuff to put in to unlock stuff or whatever. And it's made his view count go up real great and all that. And it's pretty interesting stuff that he has and he posts about. Old games too, like the old 2Ds and Nintendo games and all that, you know, from back in the 80s and well, early 90s mostly. NES 80s, SNES 90s, and arcade stuff. He's asked me like, you know, come over there and check out his place, like how he's got everything set up and things, but I've never had really the time to check any of that out. But it's pretty interesting. So he's got like he had just gotten an old Atari working again, like one of the 2600s, the Stella as it's called. I think that's pretty cool. Anybody that likes the retro stuff, that's pretty neat. Old school shit. None of this super high-tech 3D crap.
Inverted Paradox says, what music do you like?
I don't have a specific genre that I ever listen to. Oh, hello, Paradox. Inverted Paradox. Yes. It's like an inverted penis. Ouch. I don't know if that would hurt, I guess. But yeah, I like a little music from kind of all, depending on what music it is, and, you know, what it's, as long as it's not like, you know, harsh rap or anything like that, or really loud metal that
Arcanolo
you can't
says,
hear.
Inverted Penis is my new punk rock band side project.
Inverted penis. But you know, a little bit of everything. It just depends on the song. Like when I was growing up, it's 80s/90s soft rock type stuff or whatever. You got your Juice Newton of that era that apparently I like to listen to all the time when I was a kid, says my mother. Sit out in the car and put a cassette tape in the player and turn the radio on there because that's all you had to play the tape, So there's that, like the light stuff. And then I had my fair share of listening to country music all the time because it's where I live. The good rap, like back then, like, MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice type rap. Eminem became one of my favorites to listen to because of the, wording and all that after, like late 90s-ish, early 2000s. I like Hanson's music, or I did. I don't know if I still do. Then I listened to like Avril Lavigne. Whenever I would be scripting in MIRC chat, I would always listen to like a mixed lyrical type setup or whatever of music, depending. Right now, it's mostly like just a mixture of just things, just anything that pops in my head. But I don't just listen to music, like just wanting to sit down and listen to it. I listen to it by other people just playing it. So I'm not one just to go turn the radio on and listen to music. I mean, even in my car when I'm driving somewhere, I don't listen to anything. I keep the radio off. I can pay attention to the road better. Was it Penn Jillette, whenever he had, I don't know if he still does, whenever he had his YouTube channel. I can't remember what it was called. It was just his YouTube channel. He was talking about how he always used to listen to music when he was driving, and and how like slow and stuff he went, and he wasn't really safe with it though, but he went a lot slower, and because of the distraction of music and things and stuff, not cell phones or anything like that. But he said that he just turned the radio off one day just to see, how well he drove with the radio off. And he said he was more cautious, more alert of everything around him. And he actually drove faster, which it does make you drive faster. It makes me drive faster. I don't know about everybody, but it's just a distraction. It's like that whole like cell phone shit. They always talk about don't text and drive. Don't take your eyes off the road. Cell phone's bad. Don't call or talk or type anybody. Whatever. But people used to women used to put on their makeup when they were driving.
Inverted Paradox says, I mostly listen to power metal.
Power metal? So like a bunch of people in the shop going tang, tang, tang. No, I'm kidding. Like the old metal cutter. I'm kidding again. But yeah, like pay attention more whenever. And people used to was it read books while they were driving, read the newspaper? So what's the difference in the text and driving? That's my whole thing. What particular bands that I may not even know? I worked with somebody who liked metal music and stuff and would play it every once in a while when there weren't that many people in the store. Then they had to put it on some sort of Pandora channel on their phone, and that was easier for the customers. I mean, like when MTV played music videos back then, they had the countdown with Carson Daly, where they have the shortened video version of stuff. I liked a bunch of stuff from there. That's how I learned from a lot of other music and stuff, just by watching that. The Foo Fighters. Whoever sang that Psychosomatic Attic Insane song, I forget who that is. That stuck in my head there for a while. Psychosomatic Attic Insane. Come play my game. Inhale, inhale. You're the victim. Exhale, exhale. Bum, bum, ba-da-da, bum, ba, bum. But I like to be able to hear, like, what people are like saying in music. You know. Sometimes listen to like a classical type thing, like Beethoven. You know, or people on the violin every once in a while, just some stuff, and then maybe a friend of mine whenever I was
P4RC3V4L says, that's the Prodigy you were singing.
Okay. Yeah, I forget all about it because that pops into my head every once in a while too, even though I have not listened to or watched any of it ever since whenever Carson Daly had his thing on. And hello, P4RC3VAL.
Yeah, the Prodigy slaps.
Prodigy slaps. Is that a good thing? Is slaps one of those crazy kid words again? But in my art, the
Arcanoloth says, they are still making music. Check out their YT
YouTube channel. When I was MIRC chatting and working on Unreal Tournament maps and things like that, learning how to map make and make models and stuff in Milkshape 3D, I got introduced to the Welcome Home song by that Cambry or Cornbread or whatever it was. I don't know what the fuck their name is. And that got stuck in my head there for a long time. I kind of like the beginning of it. It sounds more like a gaming sound, like a rockin' sound. And then playing WWE 2012 or something. I don't know. It's one of the games I have on here. I can't remember which one it is. They had that soundtrack on there, and that's why I do that whole Mr. Misty-Eyed thing every once in a while in my head. You know, the Mr. Misty-Eyed, therefore I'm Mr. Misty-Eyed, therefore I'm. Can you save my heavy dirty soul? You know, I have that in my head because of that. I don't know who sings it. But I just mostly, so I don't have a specific genre that I stick with. Let me see which game that is, because now I want to know. Damn it! I hate when this happens. Let's see, do I have it? Okay, WWE 2K15. Okay, yeah. I have it listed, but I don't have it installed anymore. So that hard drive died. 2015. So whatever the list of playing music there, I would always listen to while playing the game. I got cassette tapes of people in them their CDs.
Inverted Paradox says, Wizard Throne.
Wizard Throne. See, I don't know the name of bands, you know. And never had to knock on wood guy. You know, I listened to that stuff too back because it sounded pretty interesting. And then foreign type musics and stuff of that nature, where you can't understand the lyrics, but the song sounds good. I mean, because of the Numa Numa thing, I got the lyrics somewhat in my head of that song. Trasum Day or whatever it is. You know, the one that goes Maya he, Maya hu, Maya ha, Maya ha ha. Hello, salut, sincervo, reduk, chitero, you will be the man, sincervo, verchira. Hello, hello. Trace the blaze star, numa numa yai, numa numa, and all that. Got that in my head. Tattoo as a group, I like their music. You know, whenever I was just listening to random stuff that was always just airing somewhere, or the videos and stuff would come on MTV. Figured why not learn that? So I have the Russian lyrics in my head of all the things she said versus the English ones, which I do have in my head somewhat. But it comes in handy because
Inverted Paradox says, Blind Guardian is a favorite of mine.
Blind Guardian. And what is it that they sing? And when did you become like interested in their music? Gotta love the gravity in this game, dude. Mighty Mighty Bosstones, that was one of them. And Mr. Bizarre Guy. How bizarre! Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Used to mock a lot of them. The music they play at work, depending on who's working with me, over the wireless speaker, I'll mock a lot of the music that comes on.
Inverted Paradox says, you ever heard of the Bard's Song?
Bard's Song. I don't think so. Of course, I don't know, like, unless I listen to a sample of something, I don't know the title of songs and stuff and how it goes. Like, you can feed me lyrics of some song and I won't know how it goes unless I like listen to a little bit of it or something like that. But I'm not versed in all that and everything in my head about music and stuff. Hell, when I took music something or whatever it was in high school, they always tried to teach us about Wagner. And I said, "You mean Wagner? Wagner, he makes power painters." The teacher said, "Stop it! Shut up about that. It's Wagner." I said, "Wagner? No. This guy I know is Wagner." He used to pick the hell out of people about that shit. Because they did, at that time, they had the commercials for the Wagner Power Painter, and it's spelled the same. That's all I got to say. And of course, I knew the teacher was talking about Wagner at the time. I knew who Wagner was, but I just like to mess with the teacher about it. Wagner. Wagner. And of course, Queen, but who doesn't like Queen's music, right? My mind's completely jumbled with stuff, though. I mean, I completely forgot about Juice Newton's music until Deadpool came out and used one of her songs in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that song. But it's not one that I would always listen to, like when I was growing up or anything. Just whatever was on the radio. And then like, it's
P4RC3V4L says, today I played that mission you have to destroy Mokai bases and defeat Jayula in the TFO. I was nut when I heard the Flight of the Valkyries.
Yes. Man, what is that one called? Sometimes they'll have it as the actual TFO event every once in a while. But yeah, yeah. That one I like because of that music playing. Because I'd always like, whenever I would play randomly on here before that TFO ever come out, I would have that in my mind, that dun 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 dun, you know. And whenever that came out, I would turn up the music and listen to it while I was playing. I guess they got licensed for that. I don't know. Or maybe they did like TikTok did to that one lady, just use her voice anyway. And, you know, certain movies will bring back nostalgic type music and things that I'll remember and listen to. Like, was it Ready Player One brought back the...
P4RC3V4L says, I don't think some classical music requires them K.
You never know with them people, though. They'll copyright any damn thing these days. Then they'll send Will Smith to smack you. Yeah.
P4RC3V4L says, freaking Ferengis and their DMCA.
Right.
Arcanoloth says, if it's a copyrighted recording, it may be in Twitch's system.
That's why there's like I think a lot of Twitch people out there, streamers, use like a copyright-free music they play low in the background of their stream mostly.
Arcanoloth says, and it may even be legal for distro, but if you get a false positive, Twitch is not obligated to unban you. They can deny service to anyone at any time for no reason.
Hell yeah.
Arcanoloth says, the system is broken as is.
Yep. You can barely do anything on Twitch, and they'll come after your ass. What was it? One of my videos on here got false flagged once. Not copyright false flag striked, but like a little warning thing or whatever, because during the winter event on Star Trek Online, my microphone wasn't working, and I thought it was, so I was talking, but I wasn't, you know. So just the in-game music was playing, which is the background music of Q's Winter Wonderland, and it false flagged as some other music that was in the pool of, you know, stuff you're not supposed to use. And I tried to fight against it and say, this is just this game thing, and then they didn't even come back with me for anything. They just said this portion of the audio, whatever, would be like just blank or whatever. I thought that was stupid. I'm not sure that the winter music in the game is actually real music in the real world. I mean, unless Star Trek Online sampled something they weren't supposed to. But then again, I thought, in 14 days the video will be down anyway, because they don't hold videos on this thing. Mr. Misty Eye, therefore I. The soundtrack to Dead or More Dead Like Me, whatever that movie, the Dead Like Me movie.
P4RC3V4L says, yeah, they do that. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy comes with a streamer mode, so you don't get copyright problems with Peter's music.
Peter's music. Guardians of the Galaxy comes with a streamer mode. With Peter's music. Oh, that's it for O'Neill.
Arcanoloth says, that's ridiculous.
I mean, what do I need to do? Go out there and hire a band to cover the song so you'll be okay?
P4RC3V4L says, yay. When you activate the ultimate, the music goes off.
Ultimate.
Arcanoloth says, I mean, I understand the game studio did not cause this situation, but Jesus.
It's all Jesus' fault. Jesus.
Arcanoloth says, the consumer should not be expected to retain a lawyer to figure out if they can play a fucking video game.
What do you like, have someone standing next to you and you have a camera on you and the person standing there and they're like, okay.
P4RC3V4L says, it's been a long Twitch topic.
You talking about a video? When you say Guardians of the Galaxy, you talking about like a game of Guardians of the Galaxy, not the movie?
Arcanoloth says, in a just world, whoever's responsible for this should be held in contempt and barred from filing any further suits for abusing the system.
Huh, I didn't know there was a game.
P4RC3V4L says, the game.
Huh. Oh, wow, I didn't know there was like a game of that. I've been so far behind and not paying attention to shit. So there's like a streaming mode, like if you're going to stream the game, they have a mode on there where it just plays music a certain way, or like a version of studio in-game music only or something. That's crazy. I understand. I mean, they're looking out for the gamer whenever they do that.
P4RC3V4L says, it deactivated.
Deactivates the music. So it'll be the same as just turning the music part off of the game then. I mean, like,
P4RC3V4L says, you don't hear music at all lol.
then why in the world would they have a streamer mode then, if that's the case? I mean, just turn the music off and keep the audio.
P4RC3V4L says, yes, but the game does it automatically.
Like if you're streaming, it knows when you're streaming. Was it Santa streams? It knows when you are streaming. It knows if you're... Does that mean the man is watching? Oh yeah, okay, that was done. It's the man. Seriously though, I don't know why people, like, if you play it and people hear that music, maybe that'll inspire people to actually go out and like buy the music, download it or something.
P4RC3V4L says, you need to watch a YouTube video of the game. The main character Peter Quill has the cassette player and he plays rock songs in fights.
Well, yeah, I know the movies, but I just didn't know they had like an actual game for that. That's how far behind in like gaming announcement stuff
Inverted
that I am.
Paradox says, imagine fighting a Souls boss without the epic fight score. Would be less epic.
Yeah, you just replace it with little things going ding, 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 ding. Make up your own. Like in Star Trek Online, whenever they have their own sound effects for the stuff around April 1st, you know.
P4RC3V4L says, artisanal audio.
Yeah. Go do pew 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 explosion. I love that one.
Arcanoloth says, and that is exactly why most games make their own soundtrack, to avoid these issues.
Yeah, because if they didn't, they'd have to like actually buy the music. I'll tell you right now,
Arcanoloth says,
Borderlands.
but Guardians has to have the music cause it was in the film.
Yeah, without the music, it's like it. You know, I guess it would be like, you know, why bother? Because that's part of it. Him listening to that particular type of music. You get nostalgic when you listen to it and you know the time frame in which he comes.
Arcanoloth says, that's the thing. You can't buy the music. You can only rent it for X years, and then you have to pay again.
Ugh. People are so damn anal. Everything should be free.
Arcanoloth says, remasters and re-releases of games have had to remove soundtracks because they lost the license.
Ew. That's why it's in the future, whenever we say the word "the," we're gonna have to watch ourselves because we're gonna have to pay somebody because someone's gonna copyright that shit.
Music industry created this situation, and nobody likes dealing with it.
Some like some of those artists who aren't real artists, you know, they sing songs that other people write, and they're not singers to begin with, so they have to learn how to sing the song. What was it? They used to have like a behind the scenes or a show about Jessica Simpson's sister or whatever it was, and they had some sort of vocal a vocal coach telling or showing her how she's supposed to sing certain lyrics in certain songs that she was singing that she did not write. And I was thinking, then artists should actually figure that out them damn selves instead of someone having to tell them how to do it. You know. Then again, she's like got in trouble for lip syncing or something on Saturday Night Live that time. I don't know, but yeah, that was like a thing. Milli Vanilli, yo. Oh, have you ever felt like you had a bomb in your chest?
Romulan_Republican_Force says, Bonnie Kin. Bonnie Kin. I see you.
Bonniekin. Bonniekin. I see you. Hello, Romulan Republican force. Good evening, good morning, and good day. Whatever time it is for you in the world. The Voth.
Romulan_Republican_force says, what will you do?
What will you do? What is this, like Speed? Are you Keanu Reeves? Keanu.
Inverted
Keanu.
Paradox says, at Romulan_Republican_force you.
Ill? Yeah! I don't know! No,
Romulan_Republican_force says, all dressed in red?
All dressed in red. What is a Bonnikin?
Romulan_Republican_force says, soon you will be dead.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know, if that comes from somewhere. It always, because they had it, earlier in the game, there's like something about
Romulan_Republican_force says, evil laughing.
Evil laughing. Guy sitting on a toilet when he's saying that stuff too. He's talking to his turd in a toilet. That's what you have to imagine whenever you're hearing that.
Romulan_Republican_force says, it's still a mission.
Ah, yeah, because it was in some sort of mission before that I do recall, but I don't know which one it was. I can't remember that part, but I know it's in there. And then they used it again for the Halloween thing.
Romulan_Republican_force says, Fed available.
Fedible? Fed available. Available
Romulan_Republican_force says, some dude called Drake.
They called him an asshole. Drake, you son of a bitch, don't talk about my mother. When you put that into the cat paw, whatever it was, thing they had for the Halloween event, it sounded like it could be in Star Trek original series somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong damn way. Oh yeah.
Romulan_Republican_force says, red alert.
I love it. I love it. Red alarm. Red alarm. Red alarm. Red alarm. I love the way they run like that sometimes. With their head tilted back like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Ow. No, I never noticed it, but does it actually use the beams or something that you have on your ship color or whatever when it does that? Orbital strike. Because this character of mine here has Polaron damage on his ship, which is a purpley color. So that was a purpley color that came down. I don't know. I just work here. I have no idea.
Arcanoloth says, orbital strike is hard-coded to faction type.
Faction. So the color will only be a certain color for that. Okay. Okay. I just wondered. Okay. Alright.
Arcanoloth says, ground character is not connected to your space build at all.
They got divorced. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. Where? Now I'm thinking about a mock time battle, Spock and Kirk together with those Lerpa things or whatever they're called. Which is apparently in that one of these trailer things or something too for Strange New Worlds or something, according to Trek Culture. Spock's on Vulcan using one to battle for some reason. Spock, 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 Spock. Mister? Consider that an order.
Red alarm! Red alarm! Red alarm! Red alarm!
Personal shields, Captain. I need to see. You know, after I get done with most of my characters, I'm gonna get on Gary the Klingon and see how well off his fleet is doing that he assumed command of. Take it from a 0 and turn it into a hero. Yes. I need to get fleet credits out the app. Well, no, not fleet credits. Fleet marks. I need to like massively get a bunch of those in. And of course, duty officers, which I have been. When I get the opportunity, I use Gary the Klingon to go down to the academy to continually do the recruitment missions there. Bum 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 bum.
Arcanoloth says, Master Chef actor says he won't be discouraged by Halo fans who hated the show before they saw it.
Really?
Arcanoloth
Can you
says,
hear me?
my question is, what about people who hated it after they saw it?
Oh yeah. Well, that's a different story. People are always going to hate on something before it comes out, that's for damn sure, because it won't look right in trailers or some shit. But it's the after thing, like, you know, sure, okay, guy has height. He's shorter than Chief is, but you can't really always find someone that tall, and well, I guess you could, but you'd have to pay them more money. I don't know. Dude that plays Saru, you know, he's pretty tall in real life. So they can always do that, and then, you know, the acting won't be bad. It's just the story of the Halo, you know, and how they're going at it doesn't seem the way fans want it to be because they're calling it the Silver Timeline. But I'm just watching it to see stuff happen. I want to see, like, you know, Cortana. Of course, I know that it's supposed to be set before the events of Halo, the game, you know, but you know, don't.
Inverted Paradox says, imagine it's 1917 August 10th and you're in the mud, blood and rain of Passchendaele.
And then a bird appears. Passchendaele. I don't know what that is. I'm what you would call an idiot and ignorant of everything. I gotta be told what to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 28 days a year. No. I mean, the one thing they got right so far is the battle sequence at the very beginning between Chief and Elites. That's about it. Other than that, it's just kind of been wonky back and forth. You got Spartans that have never existed in the Halo timeline. Maybe this is part of a Halo time. I don't know. Is it going to be canon if it's on television? You know, if it's like live action, does that make it canon? I guess canon to itself. I don't know. An offshoot. Is it like an altered timeline? like a lot of people that review the show or whatever are talking about, you know, the second episode being non-action and just mostly talking and nothing happening. They said, yeah, put that in there like later in the series or something. You know, you don't put it in there as like your second episode. That draws people away versus draw them in. With my naked eye, I saw the falling rain coming down on me. With my naked eye, I thought I could see. Last night I came into your home.
eLoveLaura32 has started stalking you. eLoveLaura32 has started stalking you.
I love Laura32. Hello. Thank you for the stalking/follow. I'm sorry if you...
Arcanoloth says, Gamer says Razer headset saves their life from a stray bullet.
Razer heads... What? A headset saves someone from a bullet? Is that this, like the,
Inverted Paradox says, they'll make Master Chief in the Halo TV show gay, black and trans.
all at once. He'll go through stages. I mean, he's already removed his helmet, and so he has a face now. That face is going to be associated with Master Chief like forever, even in the games. The whole point, like back in the day, was like you never saw his face, you know. Of course, he's got to take his helmet off. I mean, how else would he just talk to normal people? I mean, and some say that it's like copying the Mandalorian, you know, like for as far as like what they're doing. Instead of the child, Master Chief has this...
Arcanoloth says, Torrance, California. The bullet glanced off their headset after piercing their bedroom window and ricocheting off a wall. No one was injured, although they reported a lingering headache.
Yeah, they probably would have a headache after that. I mean, getting
Arcanoloth
hit in the head
says,
with...
They posted on Reddit, and a Razer rep reached out to send them a new headset.
Wow. They're like saying, oh, we're glad you're alive, here's a new headset. Like, we're sorry the headset failed to function correctly the way it's supposed to be. Or put a warning out there, not intentionally used to prevent bullet shots, or, you know. How can you avoid it? Or maybe whatever they build and put inside that headset can stop a bullet. It's time to get the Mythbusters out. Can a Razer headset really stop a bullet? Jamie and Madam find out in the next Mythbusters. Damn. Okay, Jamie, I'm gonna put on this headset. You're gonna fire that bullet at my head. And Jamie the Walrus is like, okay, Adam. It was always freaky watching Mythbusters and Jamie Hyneman laughing. It's like he was struggling to get that laugh out. Adam was always like the personality of the show and excitable and stuff and really intrigued as to what he was doing. And then you had old Jamie just like, well, I'm not going to get my shirt dirty, you know. I'm going to stay over here in the corner and suck my thumb, okay? How is it impossible for someone never to get their shirt dirty? Especially working in those conditions. It was always something to watch. Like, I know Adam, like, he wore like black shirts, mostly like darker shirts all the time. I guess to hide all the stains and stuff. There's Jamie though with his button-up shirt, you know, and it's like, did he take 10 so many pair of these shirts with him whenever he'd just get like a hair on it or something? He'd change shirts. I don't know. You ever watch that behind-the-scene type video of how it is to work at Jamie Hyneman's M5 Studio Industries or whatever it is? How the employees have to like stick to a certain pattern way of working. Like they're working for an OCD man, pretty much. You know, they have these little vats of it was like a box of pencils, pens, markers, like measuring tape or something. You know, it's just some random stuff.
Arcana Loth says, Jamie Heineman has a rep, that's for sure.
That's for sure. That's what he is for. And he like gets onto one of these like workers that work inside the studio there, and like lays it on him harsh because there's like a pin missing where there should be a pin inside this box. Like shit. And you think Adam used to work for that?
Arcana Loth says, his Mythbusters CO star said head props never work with him again, but he respects him for what he does.
You talking about Adam Savage? I always heard they never really got along outside of camera. Like, you know, offset, I guess you'd call it. But then every once in a while, Jamie would smirk. But Jamie used to, like, have Adam as an employee. And then that's whenever he suggested Adam co-host the show, you know, like, after they had already worked and Adam had quit. Years go by, and he's like, hey, they're offering me to do this show. Do you want to, like, be part of it or whatever? Because he knew that he could fabricate and stuff.
People asked Adam Savage about this and he said it's fine. Jamie doesn't really get chummy with anyone, but they are fine with each other.
Unless it was Grant, but I doubt that. Tory Belleci, maybe. He could have said that. He was in that Jackass movie. Jackass Forever, Lighting Farts or something. You know, I don't ever think I've seen the third Jackass movie. I watched the end credits of Jackass Forever, and I was like, I don't remember a lot of this stuff happening here. Then I look it up. There's Jackass 3, the Jackass 3D with more content behind the scenes. And I'm like, okay. Oh my God. Apparently, I did not know until a coworker told me that Steve-O has a show he's doing, where it's like a bucket list or something. And he will be coming around the area where we are at, or the nearest city near us, and to do one of these bucket list things or something. I have a coworker that's excited that Matthew Lillard is coming to some sort of convention near us.
Inverted Paradox says, BOOP.
Boop. Boop. Boop boopy doop, like Betty. Misa. Boop boop be doop. Ho ho ho, great giant. Today, when I was at work, there was a customer there, because since I work in retail, though, for those who may have come in brand new to my insanity channel that I'm doing right now, you know, I'm not really like a streamer. I just have an OCD problem with doing this every day. But I work in retail. This lady pays for her stuff. She goes to put it all inside of her shopping cart, and there's this other dude that's just in there, you know, browsing around, kind of just loitering or whatever. He does this every once in a while. He says, "Ma'am, you want me to give you a hand?" And as soon as he said that, I start clapping. I was like, and they were like, "Funny, very funny." Well, I can't help it. I'm that kind of a thinker, though. That's why one of my favorite scenes in Batman 1989 is when the Joker says, "Here, let me lend you a hand," and his hand comes off. He looks up at the gargoyle and says, "What are you laughing at?" I love it. The Joker laugh is infectious. You ever watch a YouTube video of Mark Hamill doing the Joker laugh? It's just the cartoon clips of just the Joker laughing through Batman the animated series. It makes me laugh every time. And then for a few days, whenever I'm laughing, I just see that in my head, and it makes me laugh even more. It's the smallest things. I can imagine, like, when I was in school, I watched, so the early 90s, I must have been, like, I was in, not high school yet, but maybe pre or whatever it was, junior high kind of thing or something. And I watched Batman animated series, and I never thought about the Joker laugh back then, but now I do. Now that I know who's the one that did it, because I never paid attention to who was doing it back then. Mark Hamill, I'm thinking Luke Skywalker. Weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, very weird. Started new assignment. Okay, got that. Did that. Refine. Okay, exchange. Cancel that offer. Withdraw the offer. Put the offer back into the pool. Okay. That way I have it all bound together. Change character. Better. Ooh. My stomach says it needs to go to the bathroom for some reason. But I have been kind of lately. So I think I will. I'll take a bio break. But I'm not leaving the stream, though. That's why I have... Where's it at? I have this. Be back in a bit. So AFK, okay?
Arcanoloth says, talking a captain's log.
Dum 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 dum. Hopefully that did not take too long. I feel like I got fever. Yay. There's talk of a little mini flu going around at the nearby school where I work at. And I work with someone who was sick. So I don't know. Talking away, yeah. Oh, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today the night, the day to find you, shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Take Anne me, take me Anne! Anne! Is there a reason, like, okay, that one song that I don't know the lyrics to, but barely do. I don't know who sings it, I forget. It's like, don't waste your time or whatever. It's like, don't waste your time on me, I'm already a voice inside my head. I'm like wondering, did he sound like that on purpose? Or is that just an accent of his, or where he's from or something? Hello there. And I'm retarded. I cannot sleep. I cannot read.
Arcanoloth says, sound slow like he caught his skirt in the car door.
Yes. I don't remember who sings that song, though. It's those guys or something. But every time I'd hear it, though, I'd wonder, like, is that really what he sounds like? Or is he just sounding like that for the song? Like how a lot of these, you know, singers would go more deep voice or something, you know. Like, Creed or something like that would do. Or some what was that guy, that country singer dude? Travis Tritt or something. He been talking about things like this. So tell everybody everything. You know, then he's been singing like, you know, like, what the fuck? If you ever like actually paid attention to like, okay, I went through this whole phase like a week or so ago where for some reason My Own Prison popped into my head from Creed. I don't know why. It just did. So I went back and watched the music video on YouTube. Then I thought, okay, what do they have, like a acoustic live version or something of this? So whenever I'm watching it, he's like, you know, talking there, doing an interview. Then he starts singing. His bottom jaw goes forward and his lip comes up. And I'm like, is that why he's making this weird sound when he's singing? He's like, you know, like, what the fuck? You're not sure. All that kind of crap. Like complete voice changing. Then I looked back at that video and, you know, the part where he's like yelling or whatever, shut up in there on a Sunday morning, you know, and the way he's just like screaming.
Arcanoloth says, Resurgence looks like the best Trek game to exist in a long time.
Oh, the one that's coming out that has Spock. It's got Leonard Nimoy's version of Spock, but voiced by someone else, since Leonard Nimoy can't voice him. I've only watched a little bit of that. Is it going to be just a campaigny type thing and no like multiplayer online stuff or anything like that? Like a story game? Enemy targets on sensors. Sensors on sensors, Captain. Oh my. I guess they won't have no MMO in there.
Arcanoloth says, Dramatic Labs, made up of former Telltale devs, Epis Engine with their own scripting middleware they used on those Telltale games. Arcanoloth says, so single-player story experience.
Ah, okay. And I wonder if they ever got like any of the actors from the 2009 Star Trek movie to, you know, like even ask them to be in this game. Unless there are, and I'm not aware of it. I'm probably not aware of it. Like have Chris Pine in there. It's Kirk. Kirk! Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Mister? Sorry, I have snot in my throat that's trying to get hung in between my larynx and my uvula. You're not scared or dooby 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 doo. So it's gonna be like an episodic-y typey thingy. Borg science officer. Everybody wake that one person up, okay? Trip! No, not Trip. Damn it, Trip. Trip! Trip! Oh, I haven't watched the latest episode of the Shuttlepod show. They have some sort of director or something on there from one of the Enterprise episodes. If no one knows, since no one else is really here, except for just maybe two of us, because that's how I roll, yo. I roll boring information, boring gameplay, 24/7. No, I'm not going to scream that long. But Dominic Keating and Trenier, or Connor Trenier, have a show called Shuttlepod Show. And it's a podcast with, you know, video podcast. Once a week or every other week, depending on like if they have a guest or something. And it's pretty interesting. They had some lady on there last week that's an actress that played in that one episode where Trip gets pregnant. And she's like the one that gets him pregnant. And I looked for like the actress's age just to see how far back that was, how old she was during that episode. And she's one of those actresses that don't let her age out there in the world. So whenever Dominic Keating had asked her like a question about like how old she was during Nutty Professor movie she was in, she says 20s somethings. Give me some good damage in there, son. Why do you keep going over there? Is it just because it's a... Yeah. All right. Yay, it worked. And that's the little ship trick. Vault Forces has engaged transport. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. They synthesized a lot of voices during Transformers. It's like when Frank Welker was demonstrating his Soundwave voice, you know, for the movie when he played, like, what was it, the Soundwave the space satellite versus the actual you know, Transformer. And he was like, Laserbeak. You know, you're like, what? Transform. But they would also like throw that synthesizer in there so it's completely sound different, like transform and roll out. You know, Laserbeak. Operation Annihilation. Always liked Soundwave. He was so cool. And I like the newer toys that they have of Transformers too, like, or of the original series cartoon Transformers. They look screen accurate. They actually transform into their screen accurate representations versus the little shit we had when we were growing up or whatever like that, you know, or when I was growing up. Grew up during the 80s as a child, so, you know, it's kind of like a Stranger Things thing there. The nostalgia. And all we had was like a Optimus Prime whose arms came out, head flipped up, and legs shot down. That was it. Now they got this whole thing where you bend him backwards, go this way, torque him that way. Looks like he's going to break in half. And or the Michael Bay movie Transformers, which I have one of those. It's let's see, what is that? Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Yeah, I have one of those above me right now. And that the transformation of that takes like a month and a half or something. You know, I'm exaggerating. It doesn't take a month and a half. It takes 3 months and a half. But it's like so complex, this transform. But the ones for that they've been making that are like the super expensive Transformers that actually transform like they did on the show, it got me wondering at one time, like, how hard would it be to make one of those really transform just like they are in the show, like the actual, you know, cartoon, even though proportions do get out of whack whenever you're cartoon drawing, because it's just fantasy. So I decided I would try to make Optimus Prime in 3ds Max when I was playing around with 3D modeling. I made his head, and I demonstrated that on YouTube, and someone contacted me saying, "Hey, can I have the model file for that? It looks pretty good." And it's like, "Sure, here." So I gave it to somebody. I don't know whatever happened to that. I did the Saw doll, Billy the Saw doll, and someone wanted that head cast, or that sculpt of it in there, so I gave it to them too. Or I gave it to somebody. I don't know who got it. But they thought it was neat. The only thing I wanted to do is to see if I could make him transform. I never did finish that Optimus Prime either. Never in my weirdest dreams did I ever do anything like that before. We're about to hit 2,000 on this. So after this one little thing, it'll jump to 2. So that'll leave 1,500 to get for the next one. Even though I have never used the one before, I still have it in my bank. So I never could make up a choice. I'm rambling. How are you? So I never could figure out if I wanted that, or... I do need Lobie for a lot of things, but I don't want to just waste something on Lobie. Low be it from me. Space. The final butt rear. These aren't the voyages of the Starship Toilet Prize. Its mission: to explore strange new holes. To flush out enemies everywhere. To plunge into danger. Use bathroom humor. Toilet humor, literal. Laughing like a maniac. Manning like a laughy-yak. Must not be many people playing the event. The event. I want to do Wolf with my ground character. Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek. Bajor. The drill sector, mister. There it is, mister. We've made contact with DFO. I'll be going down with the company party. We'll be in Terran space, so you may not hear from me in a while. Space monkey. And my first Star Trek model that I tried to build, I screwed the fuck out of that thing up. Then the sails never would stay straight. They'd always sag. And they broke. From the weight.
Everyone's here?
No, nobody is here. You are imagining me.
Have the data.
You are imagining me. Mister? Mister. This axe is helping me get down the ramp faster. I'll beat everyone to the rendezvous.
Operations is locked down. Use
Mister?
exocomps to get the doors open.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm the captain here.
Once all three are set, they'll start cracking the security system.
This system won't even know what hit it.
Derp! This is my
Inverted Paradox says, I hate daylight savings.
I'll cut through the security.
Daylight savings time. Yeah, it stays daytime way too early. Way too late? Way too late. Yeah. Why in the world are you down there, mister?
Oh boy.
Captain Garza.
Great.
Captain Garza fell
All
down.
right, the exocomps have started their hack. Keep them in one piece.
Yeah, I wish we would just be like Arizona here in the United States, where they don't even observe daylight savings time. But then again, I want to know what one are they on actually? I guess I could find out. I mean, it's not hard to Google.
Heads up. They're using site-to-site transport.
They're using site-to-site transporters. We've got to find out why their site-to-site transporters are working. You need to tell me why, mister.
System hack is 25%.
That's such a hack, mister. Methuselah drone need your help, mister. You're not Nomad. You're not even close to who Nomad is. You're not close at all. Ow. Go sabotage something your own self, mister. Mr. I. Therefore I. Mr. Misty Eye. Therefore I. Can you save my heavy dirty soul?
System hack is 50%. Keep those exocomps working.
We need Shatner singing that shit, damn it. We need to get Shatner to sing every single song that has ever been written before he dies.
Taking fire over
The ultimate Shatner experience. The complete shat. Past tense of shit. Shatner. I was never near to Shatner. It's a lie, I tell you. It's a lie.
Almost there. System hack is 75%. Watch your exocomps.
Get Perry Mason on his ass. Nostalgia. You know, since didn't really have television much these past years, like 20 plus years. So it's always been local television, and then they had that MeTV channel came out, and it would play old shows of things, which is Star Trek is one of those shows on the weekends that it shows on Sci-Fi Saturday or whatever it's called. Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
That's it. Security system.
But every once in a
locked
while, like during the week or whatever, they'd have Perry Mason, and I never watched that. Because black and white, I'm thinking, that's too old to watch. Found it kind of interesting.
out. That's door control.
I can totally tell why people watched it whenever they were growing up, or back then in those times. It was entertaining. It was entertaining, mister.
Arcanoloth says, Perry Mason is a classic.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it.
At the database before the Terrans delete all
Then I found out they were coming out or had some sort of a prequel show on Showtime, few years ago or whatever, where he wasn't a lawyer yet, but he was like a mystery solver.
Arcanoloth says, network didn't think anyone would like that, but it created the legal drama.
No, I liked it, and you always knew who was going to be the one that was guilty. If they were sitting in the chair in the last 5 minutes of the show, they were the killer.
You won't get rid of me.
And they would confess to that shit too.
Okay, here we go. Keep those exocomps intact so we can get what we came here for.
Keep those exocomps intact. It's supposed to be like raining and storming and stuff here, like in a few hours or tomorrow morning, which is now almost now morning. We got like what, 11, 12 minutes until then.
The database before they steal it from us.
The database? Oh, you must not be British. It's a database, mister.
Rise.
That's what she said.
Transporter room. Emergency transport.
Surprise. That's what she said when she was wearing a strap-on coming out of the bathroom. What?
Data acquisition at 25%. Keep it up.
When she took off her panties and sat in the next room, he knew he was going to go after her.
Becoming annoying.
Yep, that's definitely thunder out there. That means the household's probably going to wake up and go, what the hell?
You thought you had
You really live a lot of yourself, don't you? Which means there's a possibility of electricity going out and or possibility stream will die if internet die. If internet go bye-bye, oh no. Let's have this smoky white room.
You won't get rid of me that easy. Computer, initiate transport.
Initiate who? Who? What'd she eat again? Initiate this, initiate that. I wanna hook up a controller. My Xbox controller. Not Xbox One. Maybe Xbox, I don't know. What the fuck ever. May have to remap some buttons and all that, but I wanna play with that XEMU Xbox. So it's original Xbox emulator. I want to play with that a little bit and play and like test out some things. So now, since the developer of that emulator has made it like even better, to where a lot of the games that used to lock up and all kinds of stuff, you know, not play right and glitchy and stuff, play actually smooth now. But the only thing is, you have to have an ISO of the file, you know, which is an image copy of the actual disc. And it's hard to make those because they're copy protected. You have to like
You really must think highly of yourself.
you can use a DVD-R, CDR, or just whatever drive, and I think it's DVD drive. I think that's what they use.
Arcanoloth says, I haven't run an emulator in a while, but when I do, I check. https://emulation.gametaquickie.com/index.php/main_page.
I think that's where I got the BIOS files for the Xbox one that I downloaded yesterday. I've had several different ones over time, like Dolphin for 64.
Arcanoloth says, Internet Archive has a surprising quantity of ROMs and ISOs for older consoles.
Yeah, what was it, MU Paradise, that used to have a lot of good stuff on that?
Data acquisition complete.
But now it doesn't.
Well done. Now get the hell out of there.
Now get the hell out of there. Okay, this is always where I leave. Do I not need to leave? Quinn is still there. Still. Not still.
Damn it. Gwen the Tigress, get me out of here.
Get me out of here, damn it. Yeah, that is definitely thunder. I'm not scared of thunder, lightning, nothing like that. I'm an idiot. I held a Highlander sword up back in the day and during the lightning storms, and there could be only one. Neighbors looking through the window like, that's that crazy boy again out there. You live under power lines as a kid? No. Why?
Oh, I'm not done with you yet. Ensign, lock phaser.
I done told you there ain't no man named Ensign Lockphasers. There's locked lizard, but they ain't locked phasers. You're gonna have to find somebody else now, Quinn. I done told you.
Arcanoloth says, Zemu is the recommended Xbox emulator. Over 40% of games are playable.
Yeah, that's nice.
Arcanoloth says, https://zemu.app/number compatibility.
So I had, I got Halo to test it, even though I have the game that the guy gave me and a bunch of other games and stuff. It doesn't accept, like if you have a DVD drive or CD drive, whatever like that, in your computer, it doesn't accept the game, you know, because the game is copyright protected. So you have to have an ISO file of it again, and so I downloaded Halo, tested it out a little bit, and it played pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Used to, it wouldn't play.
Says, Zemu only runs ISOs.
Yeah. Used to, my computer that I would always have never could play any of the games, you know, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. It only hurts when I breathe. So I was thinking, what if I streamed playing that on the Xbox? But that kind of thing, not the actual Xbox, because you can make the, you know, scaling better and make it look like a better game. But I already have like enough Halo on here though. Pop that cake, man, buddy. Do they have an Xbox 360 emulator that's pretty good? My only problem with Xbox 360 was that overheating shit that kept happening. That's why my Legendary Edition Master Chief Xbox or whatever stays in its box. It barely ever got used. So I was afraid that the house is awake. I'm gonna have to shut it down early, I guess, eventually. Because they'll get loud. Dogs will start barking. Words will be said. Then they'll be going to bed. But I'm not doing that yet. Damn.
Arcanoloth says, Xenia is the recommended 360 emulator. Arcanoloth says, about 15% of titles can be played through from start to finish and another 60% have functional gameplay.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. Does it have like the dashboard and everything too for 360? Gary the Klingon. Previously on Gary the Klingon. Gary the Klingon, got his own ship, got his own fleet. Betran Nomad. Oh yeah, let's see. What was that one Betran one called? Something about...
Arcanoloth says, very resource intensive, and the 360 hardware is not fully documented, so emulation is early stage.
Well, I've tried one before. I can't remember which one it was. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear them, blah, 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 whatever they. Let's see. Right there, R&D. Collect that. Get back to cannons, because I want to get that one to 15. I'm going to click over here. Fleet. Ooh, add project. Yes, let's add project. What's reward? 500. Calling renewable resources experience points. So what's the difference in why? What is that? Renewable energy requisition provisions. 12. 10. This 1/6. Requires 1,650 dilithium. What the hell? 9 points. I'm going to select that one for that. Select that. And that. It's all empty and stuff. Fleet marks. 210. What is this though? 12. 500. Going for the big money there on that one. Spire. Sit down beside her. Add project. What is blue? Is that... I don't get it. I don't get it. Duh. Starbase. Okay. Start from the top again. Colony battery provisions. I'll have to get more of those. Energy credits, yes. Expertise, yes. I don't have any. Why does it say that I can? Oh, the endeavor of it all. This is probably like a fool's errand, but I'm doing it anyway. $13 Spire provisions. Okay, Colony World, check. Damn it, I didn't select any. Shit. Okay. Wasting all that dilithium. Okay, so overall though, status. Long way to go and a short time to get there. 1,500 only. Eastbound now. Watch old bandit run. Hit your foot bar off the pedal. Son, never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we got a runaway. Folks are thirsty in Atlanta, and the beer in Texarkana. Okay, open slot, so engineering will be another one that we do for that. Admiralty. Damn it.
Congratulations, General.
Okay.
The Terrans will be here soon to steal scientific.
Terran's gonna be here soon to steal some shit. Janeway said Terran's gonna be here to steal some shit. We're gonna do some shit and steal some shit and steal some shit. Okay, I need something that's got... That'll work. My whole objective is to get that to level 10 or whatever right now. Shield day. And that should get it kicked up pretty good. Right. Here we go, Megatron.
Here they come. All ships, battle station.
They're coming. Nasty.
Welcome in, committee. You should. We're just here for your data. Hand it over.
Lieutenant Commander Data is no longer on board.
All ships, engage the Terran fleet.
This isn't over, Admiral. Believe that.
Oh, we need to be doing our endeavors.
Activate the holo projectors.
Let's deal Polaron damage, anti-proton damage space. Yet.
You need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station.
Damn it. Most of the stuff we have is like on our bank, isn't it? What is that? Plasma. We have Polaron? Well, I need to check. What did it say? Anti-proton? Anti-proton damage space. Radiant cannon. So yes, I'm gonna change one of my change one of my cannons for that temporarily, just so we get something started for that. Anti-proton damage.
Need to clear out the ship to Jupiter Station.
But my balls hurt, sir.
Rifts aren't going to close themselves.
Well, you tell those rifts every time they go out that screen door, they better shut that son of a bitch. Yep, the house is awake.
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system.
They're digging in your pants? Doing what now? Doing what? I wish I could seal up my room so I wouldn't smell that cigarette smoke.
Rifts aren't going to close themselves.
Guess this would be a good way to get some fleet
Got
credits.
hostiles on the station.
Or marks.
They're breaching our system.
Fleet marks, damn it. Fleet marks. Because I'll need to load up my anti-proton junk. Or what if I could do that across, could I?
Under control.
Nope. Stuff's in the bank, and I guess it doesn't show, huh? Yeah, it's in the bank. Shit. Shit, Mr. Shit. My name's not Mr. Shit. It's Laurely. It's Mr. Laurely.
Hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system.
Britches on your systems as is. Please state the nature of your emergency. Yeah. But please, state of the nature. What's that? Ooh. Ooh la la.
We've got hostiles on the station.
Cool, man, cool. Disruptor. Ooh, there's another turret. Okay, there's an anti-proton turret right there. You gotta get out of battle. Get out of battle, mister.
They have control of Projector Gamma now.
Those bastards. Ugh.
We've locked down the projectors. Now they're ours.
Finally,
for
damn
good.
it.
You still here, Grandma?
Yes, Sonny, I'm still
Our
here.
Janeway was annoying. Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in your seat?
Enterprise is back near projector base. Shield vessels are negating your attacks on the Enterprise. Take them out first.
Frigate. Terran frigate. Boom.
Back in a bit. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Why you running off for? You scared, huh?
The Enterprise is going for Projector Alpha.
Those bastards. Not gonna repeat yourself there, sir? Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Take them out first.
Take them out to the ball game. Take them out to the crowd. Buy them some peanuts and crack whore jacks. Crack whores. I don't care if I ever come back. If they don't win, it's a shame.
The Enterprise is near Projector Gamma.
The outer prize.
Are you kidding me with this? My ships make me invincible. Give up already.
Well, if I had control over what I was shooting.
Right shield's failing.
Back in a bit. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Well done.
Weldon? Is that you, Mr. Weldon? Fleet marks, of course. I'm gonna leave the map so that I can access something to change out my weapons. Oh, goodness. Eh. Ah, there we go. Disruptor 0 point. Nope, 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 nope. I guess I'm gonna have to. I need to put that on the ship or some shit. That way I can access it easier, right? Like if I put it on a ship.
Arcanoloth says, tomorrow, first contact day event.
Ooh boy. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna buy me a big old rocket. I'm gonna shoot that rocket up in the air, and everybody's gonna say, "Whoa, look at that rocket in the air."
Arcanoloth says, cue the Dave Chappelle gif. It's a celebration, bitches.
Do it. Find it. Find the link of it, and use what is it? The post image thing that I made for you. Dang. I need to tweak it so that it doesn't do stuff if there's nothing found. It could bite me in the ass. That's why I have it set for certain users to use. Beam to first city. Okay, which one's the anti-proton? Mag regulator. Phaser. Can I sort this shit? Okay, there we go. Tactical anti-proton. Phaser. Do I have polar on? Is that polar on? Yep, and Polaron. Nice. Okay. No, use that. There we go. There we go. Tela alena gelis galeda. Tela nea gelis galda gelica. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna go for anti-proton first, so we need to get all those, even though they're low level. Put them in there. Put them in there. Put them in there. That's all we got. And all we have is beam weapons. We'll get rid of that shit. And get rid of that one. Discard it too, because I don't want beams. Discard. Discard. Dick hard. What? Dick hard. So of the only two that we do have, that's what we're going to use. And hopefully this will be enough to amp it up a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go for it. Whatever. Oh, or. We could throw Polaron in there. Bank again. Smelling that stench of sinuses, infections. Okay. Which one's Polaron? Right here. Inhibiting. Turret. That way at least we're doing some sort of Polaron damage while I do this. It's like the most stupidest thing to do. Stupid. I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid, okay? Whatever. I'm gonna go for it with that. Alright. Back to events again. Jupiter again. That way we continuously get something for it. Alright, I'll go find it then. Let's see. Copy image link. I wonder if this is going to work. Nice.
Arcanoloth says, nice.
Haha! See? I made that for you to use too. I'm going to tweak it some though. I'm going to have a user list versus it only. It's using the chatbot's users list.
Here soon to steal science. Engage. We've been working finally.
And it's like, since you can classify people in chatbot as moderator, regular, just nobody, whatever. I have it set for like certain members or certain group to use that. But I don't know if anyone just can, because chatbot probably allows anything to happen. But yes, that can bite me in the ass eventually. One of you will probably get mad at me in the future and use it to put like a dick on there or something. I could see that happening. Someone goofing off too much and putting the wrong thing. Oh. Then I'd have to like have some sort of filtering thing to, if word is in like file name or whatever, do not allow post.
A welcoming committee.
Then people will number post it. Damn it, they'll name it a number.
Over and nobody will get hurt.
Not nobody, but you will get hurt.
Arcanoloth says, they don't know they saw it, but they did. For a fraction of a second, there it was. A nice big penis.
My goodness gracious, Jackass the Forever had so many of that. It's kind of a joking thing going through it. It's just crazy. Yarr. Take her down. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
We've got hostiles on the station.
Damn it.
They're breaching our system.
Arcanoloth says, back in the day, people would link Goatsy on /. Until links were banned, then people would post the ASCII art.
I remember Goatsy. And then the art. That was so much fun. And for people to like figure that out, how to draw using the characters and stuff like that, it was amazing. I remember like IRC chats and stuff where people would have the big middle finger and all sorts of things just would scroll by, you know, in the channel. Probably got a lot of it still saved in log files because I used to log the shit out of everything.
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system. Control of Projector Gamma now.
You know, I was thinking, since I have disruptor damage is my main damage for this ship, and eventually I will get the locators or vulnerability locators from the Dyson Sphere for it to make it even better, or the Fleet Sphere. But I'm thinking for, say, random weapons, you know, like if this comes up, like the anti-proton damage. The anti-proton damage that I have, maybe I don't get like a vulnerability locator for anti-proton, just like cannon or beam damage or something like that or whatever, you know. One for all, just for the random stuff that I'll have to do for endeavors instead of like a specific one for a weapon set for those specific weapons. But make sure that I get the disruptor ones, you know, for real. That way I can save room in my bank and not have like 4 or 5 vulnerability locators for each type or whatever like I have on my main.
Arcanoloth says, stacking up all 6 energy types is a bit of work yet. I do it on my FedSci, that's my space main, but not on the KDF alt.
Yeah, the only reason I would do it for this one is because I'm doing the Endeavor thing for it, you know.
Arcanoloth says,
recruit.
For Endeavor hunting, just a full rack of energy type weapons and regular TAC consoles is more than enough.
You need to get those rifts under control.
Is there a you know, like right here, these regulators and whatever, you know, specific weapon type, are there these things for all weapon types to where it'll, you know, be some sort of a damage or whatever, like to amp up the damage of anything?
Says, yeah, you'll want to set up on your KDF recruit cause you'll be using it a while, but doesn't need Spire TAC consoles, just do endeavors.
True. I just need something universal. Like if this anti-proton damage comes up again in the future, I could just slot the consoles needed to amplify just any weapon type damage or something, you know.
You need to get those rifts under control.
You need to get those under control. You need to do this, you need to do that, hey, buddy. Because I'm gonna eventually have like cannons for each weapon type for the endeavors to happen. That's why I was just making them in the R&D, just, you know, get that up anyway.
We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system.
They got britches in their itches and in their stations.
Arcanoloth says, https://sto.fandom.com/wiki/tactical_consoles.
What if I put like made a thing where when you post a link like that, it actually pops up on the thing? Would that be just too
Arcanoloth
much?
says, weapon type or damage type, take your pick.
Okay.
Projector Alpha is back under our control.
Well, I'd want the weapons damage like I have now, you know, like using something to maximize the damage of specific weapon types.
Now they're ours for good.
Now they're ours for good.
You still here, Grandma?
He's still here, you asshole.
I thought our Janeway was annoying.
What is it,
Speaking of annoying,
cannons?
did you like the little back door I put in your station?
Did you say backdoor or bastard?
Back near Projector Beta.
Beta.
Arcanoloth says, the Disco Rep Bellum consoles are a middle-of-the-road option between the basic consoles and Spire/Colony consoles.
Make me invincible. Give up already.
I'd need to find one that's like, or one that I could repeatedly get that does the just weapons damage or whatever.
Arcanoloth says, Backdoor Bastards Vol 7. Think I had that on VHS.
Backdoor. Ooh. Let me get out of combat real quick. I could swap back because I've got the endeavors. Loadouts. Come on, Red Alert, go away. Go away, Red Alert, you bastard. Okay, good deal.
Be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you like the other day.
The Enterprise is going for Projector Alpha.
Yar.
Arcanoloth says, I'm hunting some Herc, then I'm down for some infected.
Infected. Yes, the universal. Ugh. They got me in their grass, they got me a bastard. Infected conduit.
Be seeing you.
The Enterprise is near Projector Gamma.
Are you kidding me with this? My ships make me invincible. Give up already.
Give up already, huh? Wish I could shoot the actual enemy I want to shoot at. It's like lock all weapons on certain ship. No. Let's spread the attack across all these other ships.
Enterprise is back near Projector Beta.
He's not repeating himself like he's been doing. We have to be quiet. Too quiet.
Are you kidding me with this?
know what? I'm
We
down here.
sent the Terrans home with a message. If you intend to
Nope,
test us,
don't you dare.
be prepared for
Trying
the
to just get you off the
consequences.
screen. It's one of the things this game does very well, and that's just pop up shit in your face. Like when you're like wanting to do something, you go to click and then boom, something pops up. It says bank. Bank. Okay, yeah, I need to access my bank, put my shit back. And find some Tholians. I think Archer's section.
Arcanoloth says, "You've got mail."
You've got mail? I like that movie. Sleepless in Seattle, the new version. And then... Okay, what is this? Antiproton. Put that over in the bank. What's that? Plasma.
Arcanoloth says, "Hi, I'm Badgie, your Starfleet assistant. It looks like you are trying to blow up the ship. Can I help you with that?"
You want to stick your finger in there. Sort that. It was Agatha all along. Okay. Need to beam up to ship. Sector space. Yes. That way I can go to the Archer. I've been finding that the Archer system's a lot more fun for me for doing Tholians. Because, you know, you shoot so many, you can leave. You don't have to sit around for a TFO and wait until it's over, you know. Just go, shoot, bang, boom, gone. Bam, bam. They should really make warping on here look like it does in the show. Like with Starfield, like going shoot, 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 shoot.
Arcanoloth says, "CCA goes pretty fast, but the trick is getting it to pop at this hour."
Or have you loaded up for it? Two-hour beef patties. If you are, I'll load up for it as well. Because I don't mind getting interrupted for Tholians. Bam, blam.
Arcanoloth says, "Doing OP Wolf ATM."
Okay. Operation Wolf on Sci-Fi. Are we going to be getting any kind of cool shit from the event this year?
Inverted Paradox says, "I just found out my junkie mother and her tosspot partner are about to be homeless. Poor Diddum, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes."
Ooh.
Arcanoloth says, "This'll be it for this character, then I'll swap over for space."
Space. Wow. Sorry to hear about that, dude. Inverted Paradox. Unless we're not supposed to be sorry hearing about that? I don't know. You seem excited about the idea that she's homeless? If that's good for you and for the whatever, then great.
Inverted Paradox says, "Don't be sorry, be happy."
Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to take it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, I'll be happy now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, when a parent has an addiction to something, it's hard to, you know, have a relationship kind of situation.
Right shield failing. Target shields have failed. Rear shields failing.
Spider Smasher. Now, why in the world? Okay, I guess so many of them then. That's like, I could have sworn I've already got that one.
Target shield.
But then again, I got so many damn characters. Kaboom, mister. Kaboom, Captain. 4 shields failing, Captain.
Oh my.
Arcanoloth says, a former addict posted on Reddit to talk about getting clean. They said addicts don't have friends, they just have people they get high with, and any of them would sell ya out for $1.
Hell yeah. That's what I've always thought. I've never been an addict in anything, never done any drugs, except for prescription.
Arcanoloth says, he said he realized he missed having friends, and as long as he was using, he would not have any friends. So he quit.
Wow. It's cool that they just, can quit. There's a talk of around where I'm at of, the methamphetamine stuff and people that sell marijuana, all that kind of junk. I mean, I don't have a problem with people that like do drugs that just do them away from people and whatever, but when you can like see it happening in front of you, to like what people go do or become whenever they're under the influence of something, that's when I don't want it around. Like, nah. I don't care if you're like, if you sit at home, you get high off of whatever, that's your business, but whenever you bring it into like the public eye or around me and kind of situation, then there's a lot of love lost.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, as long as they don't bother anyone, none of my business.
But whenever someone like does that kind of stuff and it just gets up in everyone's face about it and they won't leave people alone or whatever. Ooh, that was a big thunderstrike, mister. Oh, yes, Endeavor perk. Here we go, perk point. Damage resistant gamma. Ooh, look at that. Max that one out too. They're starting to narrow down to which ones I'm maxing out. Critical chance space only has 1 left. Max shields is 2. Hardness, critical severity has 4. Yeah, and once those are done, then I'll do more of the ground ones and get that pumped up even more too. More on that story as it develops.
Arcanoloth says, nobody wants to find out what the dude at the bus stop is yelling about. There is no gold medal for solving that mystery.
Jinkies.
We now return to the Scooby-Doo murder files.
Gee whiz, gang. Looks like the killer gutted the victim, strangled him with his own intestines, and then dumped the body in the river.
Jinkies, what a mystery.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
I love that. I better be making some money with this Klingon. Thunder. I don't know what the sky's been eating, but my God, there must be some good pinto beans up there. Good pinto beans up there. Storms freak a lot of people out. They don't really freak me out at all. I mean, if I can shove a staple into my arm and not even care, then what's a storm gonna do?
Inverted Paradox says, at Arcanoloth aliens.
Aliens. It's like that one Hanson song from their Middle of Nowhere album, The Man from Milwaukee. If you've never listened to it, I do recommend it because it's pretty good, you know. It started at a bus stop in the middle of nowhere. Sitting beside me was a man with no hair. From the look on his face to the size of his toes, he come from a place nobody knows. Or maybe I'm hallucinating, hyperventilating. Watching this little big-toed bald man sit here tell me about the sky. Maybe I'm hallucinating, hyperventilating. And if you ask me now, then I couldn't tell you why I've been sitting here too long. With a man from Milwaukee, he's been talking too long on his yellow walkie-talkie. He's talking to Mars. You may think he's wacky. They said they'll come get him someday. They said they'll come get him and take him away. Yeah. Written by the youngest Hanson. Tetrion, delete that. You just tell me when you want to queue up for that, and I'll try to queue up for it too. Withering. Are Withering really that good of a weapon? I know I've probably asked that 1,000 times.
Inverted Paradox says, I've seen a gray alien.
You have? Ooh, we'll keep that. Like, for real, like? Or like a prop? Like from Stargate. Discard that. Split beam rifle. Left me at the bus stop, just barely sane. Or maybe I'm hallucinating, hyperventilating. Letting this big-toed bald man sit here tell me about the sky. Maybe I'm hallucinating, hyperventilating. If you ask me now, I couldn't tell you why I've been sitting it too long. Thinking about Milwaukee, I've been talking too long. On my yellow walkie-talkie, I'm talking to Mars. I think that I'm wacky. I think they'll come get me someday. I think they'll come get me and take me away.
Inverted Paradox says, real life. I used to live in the middle of nowhere when I was younger and once saw a gray face looking in the window that was over the front door.
Oh wow, cool. Did it freak you out? I've never seen anything like weird really like that except for this thing what was it, 6+ months ago, just kind of hovering around. It was like on top of, above someone's house, just stationary. And I thought, okay, somebody's playing with a drone or whatever like that, you know, because it was like this one red light, but it was solid, and one white light next to it. And I thought, okay, the green light on this drone must be out or something, you know. But they should be flashing because that's usually what they do. They'll flash because one side means left, one means right, or whatever they flash, you know, and let you know that it's something there. And then I saw it above, because I live near a lake. And I saw it above, like, a lake. And then I saw it, like, one time, like, way off on another, like, road area, but above that road, but I wasn't down it. And then I thought, okay, well, this is just weird, you know. And then I had a coworker that I worked with said that they were going home. They saw it right above them, and then it like quickly just like away. I'm like, wow, maybe that was something. I don't know. But in my opinion, right now, it's probably like some sort of manned flying something that someone's playing around with. But still, aviation and all that. I mean, it's supposed to, if you're flying it, have certain things that it has to do to let you know, hey, it's there, it's flying by, you know. And that, and the, I guess it was a hot air balloon thing that I've got a video on YouTube. Like a little white dot in the middle of the day. You know. Everybody's awake now. Everybody's awake. But I looked at it through like a telescope, and it looked like the underneath part of ropes, probably in a balloon, you know, basket or something, but it wasn't moving. It was just stationary. And it almost looked like maybe a weather balloon type thing, but I don't know. But other than that, I've never really experienced anything weird. Romulus command. I'm gonna have to try to do this
Inverted
as quick as possible.
Paradox says, I've seen all sorts of shit in my life.
Brown shit.
Arcanoloth says, okay.
Infected conduit. If not tomorrow. I need to go to Colony World too. Can't go there yet, can I? No. There's not even like a warp to Fleet Starbase yet. Have to get there the old-fashioned way, by a buggy. Horse and cart.
Inverted Paradox says, weird things in the sky or seeing weird things in general doesn't really bother me all that much anymore.
You know, I've always thought it real. Like I do believe that there are aliens on Earth, whatever, you know, stuff like that. They're walking amongst this type of situation. I just want confirmation, damn it.
The situation is...
And I thought we were going to have that. You know, with the whole Pentagon thing that had happened. Like actual... But they aren't trying to tell anybody shit. They're like saying, oh, here's our basic thing for the public. You know, you're like, mm-hmm. Just confirmation of life like that, so it'll shut a lot of people up. You know, religious factions and whatnot. They'll come, like, the aliens will show up. Who are you? We're the Anunnaki. What? But we created your civilization and taught you how to plant corn. But what about... Yeah. Well, you've made a bunch of shit up over time. You know? This is how it really was. Bunch of people killing themselves over the shit. It's like, but the coming of Jesus. Yeah, about that. I'm just waiting for something to happen like that. Or you get all these people that talk about, you know, oh, this is the end. This is the last year because Jesus is coming. Jesus this, Jesus that. I'm thinking, how about I wish he'd hurry up and get over here, damn it. I wish the apocalypse will go ahead and happen. Get the fuck over with. Where people would shut the hell up and move on with shit. Man, this game is religiously crazy over, like, oh, got some impulse image damage here. It's completely crazy over, like, tractor beams. No matter what. Tractor beam? No. Tractor beam. It's amazing how a little loud noise, thunder, or whatever will make people get all freaky. Wish I could destroy it, but I can't seem to aim at what I want to hit. We always have to shoot everything else and then hit.
The probe is repairing a transformer. Destroy it quickly.
Target shields have failed.
Freya! 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 Dude, I am like losing my health here. Lasting damage. You died, man. You died. If you die, that means I have no hope at all for myself. You sacrificed yourself to destroy the conduit. He was all like, Master Chief, I need a weapon. Could you imagine, like, what is it, James Spader, since he's doing the Blacklist and stuff, you know, it's all like third world espionage type. You ever watch the Blacklist? Like the story behind it? Turns out like he's the mother of his daughter. Raymond Reddington is like this spy type guy that has all this information and these characters called the Blacklist of people that are the most dangerous, that makes a task force like take out. And Elizabeth Keene is like one of the leaders of the task force, and also has a mysterious past that involves Reddington. And she asked him, "Are you my father?" He said, "No, I'm not your father." But then it turns out he's her mother.
Arcanoloth says, the Blacklist, is that about all the people Spader has infected?
The Blacklist. Nah, it's a pretty good show.
Arcanoloth says, hey, I have hepatitis. You might want to get tested.
Right, like after the fact. But it's pretty cool as a show. Like, you know, they investigate, you know, like all these people from certain eras, you know, like the Cold War and whatever. And then she's like, I want to know who my mother is, you know. And then like she dies, and then like finds out that Reddington is her mother, that her mother had a sex change operation back in the 80s or something, and became Raymond Reddington. He got a sausage. Raymond Reddington. Sausage. What are you blinking? I need to go to Colony World and do those things for that. I have a few episodes of that I haven't watched. So the main actress that played Elizabeth Keene on there quit the show, so they were like, oh shit, you know. When your lead gets out of the show, then what do, you know? You keep the show moving as best you can, Captain. Elizabeth Keene. Sausage. Sassy sausage. It's amazing. I have all those. Okay. See, 322,000 credits earned. But yet, I have this many fleet credits. I keep thinking, why is that possible? Well, then I forget, you know, we got that Armada thing. Or whatever. All these dead Armadas in the fleet. How about them apples? Total four team members, and they're already at fleet level 3. 6 at 1. 10 at 0. 22 at 0. 4 at 0.
Arcanoloth says, House of Beavis and Butthead.
House of Beavis and Butthead? Fire. I am the great Cornholio. I have no bunghole. Cornholio, no bunghole. La la. Ooh. Ooh la la, Captain. Wish I knew who I can get rid of in this list. I never know. any reds pretty much, right? Like any just normal, probably get rid of, you know. Research lab assistants, I like to keep those though. I want to balance out the crew as best I can and have at least 2 of everything. Civilian duty officers. What are you? I'm an asshole. Da-dee-da-dee-da. It's the one and only D-O-double-G.
Arcanoloth says, commons are your fleet staff. Select all. Dump.
Well, I would do that if I had, like, others to replace them with, but I guess they kind of are replaced, aren't they? I mean, I've got rares of certain ones, but I want to make sure that I have a backup of ones that I can do the officer duty roster stuff with. Like, let's see, 80 of them. So whenever I usually get rid of certain ones, I try to, like, at least put one of that type back.
Arcanoloth says, no point in saving commons for anything else. They die on missions when they fail and they file the hell out of them all the goddamn time. Arcanoloth says, they are only useful for fleet projects.
The goddamn time. Dude. I've still just got that one, but that's my technician on the bridge though. I'm trying to do the Bertrand thing to replace that dude with. So I need him at the moment. The moment. Well, all the goddamn time. Con officers, goes around conning people. Got shit. I need something that can, like, dump off a bunch of them. Of course, you could turn commons into them. I forgot about that. Yeah, the toilet's going blah 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 blah.
Arcanoloth says, you can buy cheap doffs and downgrind them to whites, or you can buy from exchange.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That'll definitely get the what is it? Recruitment or whatever, a comedy thing going up.
Arcanoloth says, spend your fleet creds at Starbase on more commons.
Spend them on really? You can. Okay, I'll try that here in a moment. It's crazy. I was just here yesterday, or just a while ago, and it's loading so slow. I'm the only one on the planet. I like to see the progression of this, though. I mean, I think it's cool.
Says,
that like a frame.
Your base may not have that vendor yet. Hit me up if you need the map invite.
Hit me up. My name is Stan. Tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why. Yeah, he probably doesn't have. Well, being level 0, yeah, we wouldn't have that at all. Okay. Gotta accept it 5 times to make it work. Let's go play some mini games. I wonder if I can run out here. I need to amp up the difficulty for when I play ground missions so I can build up some more damages. Damage, mister, damage. Running on water. Running on water.
Arcanoloth says, Colony provisions, you wanna run the queues, and Colony Sim.
The queues and Colony Sim? So not these? Damn it. Oh, shit. That sucked ass. Really? Swear. My computer's getting affected by the internet. The more internet accessibility junk or whatever that's going on, like if it uploads, downloads, and stuff, it always seems to fuck with my computer some. Audio will start popping and things will start jerking. Take a dump. I'll take a dump. Take a dump. Oh, can you do like duty stuff here? Current map. Mine for ore. Damn it, shit. Oh, shit, fucking hurt. Yay. Fucking, please be enough. Run, bitch. Yeah, I'm getting some frames dropping. Although it says 60 frames a second up there. Now I get that audio and video stutter stuff happen whenever the internet has used the card too much or whatever. That Windows shit that happens to some people, and it just so happened to me. Oh boy, look at that. Motherfucker. Madre. Damn it. Oh, these mini games always take me back to a bad place. It's like whenever I started playing and as my now main character, which is the one I use, I always thought that the provision, like mining or the fleet mining, was the only way to get a lot of dilithium quickly. So I'd do all three of the things there. Oh my God. And they're like, yes, I got 1,000 dilithium. I did good. I did good. Do 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 do. Starbase.
Need something?
Yeah, I need you to shut the hell up. Any day now. There's a stranger in my ass. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Somebody there that I can feel. Add warp factor none. Let's see. Kaboom! Oh, I need to fix the ship too. I forgot about that. You have nothing to repair. Why does it have to stop? It's right there. We told you to stop, but you mainly did, didn't you? Pearl Geo Star Base. Loaded that up real quick. Commander. Oh, okay, over here. Continue. Oh, unlock additional the officer assignments and recruitment available. Okay. So yeah, it's not unlocked yet. Duh, it's level 1 or 0. Duh. I need to talk to you, Commander.
Arcanoloth says, personnel officer not available yet?
Nah, not yet. But it is level 0, so it's to be expected. When does it get available?
Arcanoloth says, okay, I can invite.
Oh, I don't need an no. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Personnel officer comes out at level 3 starbase. Apparently. Nah, I'm about to shut it down anyway. I'm feeling kind of bleh. Fever. Oh,
Arcanoloth says,
right over
gotcha. Yet it's a lot of EC buying commons.
Yeah, I'll figure something out about that. I'm like getting more blah, and mine's getting kind of like dull at the moment. I'm lost in my head. I can't collect any more daily XP reached. I forgot all about that crap. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. Thank you for the offer, though. I don't want to.
Arcanoloth says, hooray time gates.
Time gates.
Arcanoloth says, GG.
Yeah, they're great. GG, man. GG.
Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me. Shit.
That way, I never saw anything like...
hear it popping when it's done. That usually means that my internet needs resetting. Okay. I'm going to end it. Be back tomorrow. Same time, same shenanigans. Thanks for everyone for coming in, viewing, and sitting there quiet. All the new people that followed. We have I Love Laura 32 has followed. Other people followed too, but it doesn't show me who they are. Or no, somebody talked. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. All right. See y'all later. I'm gonna probably lay down and watch a little TV and pass out because I feel like shit. Maybe that flu going around they're talking about at the school that we're near, because there's a coworker that works with us that was sick, and then I worked with her the other night, and then next day I'm vomiting and diarrhea again, and now I'm feeling like ugh, Great, I love it. The world is awesome. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.